call the meeting to order, I guess. Take a motion. Do I need a motion?
No, call the meeting in order.
Meeting's in order.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen.
I'm in the fire board meeting. I'll call you back. Bye.
Alrighty.
Here we go. Get that turned down.
Old business. What we got for old business?
I mean, I can give you kind of update on where we're at with some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Dumpster service. I called Dan's for ours here at $68.35 a month for a 2-yard. It's weekly pickup. $136.70 deposit. They want that in advance before they pick it up. Right now, if I get them a check this week, they'll be able to pick it up next Friday. The other one I did call Cedar Ridge for a 2-yard. It's $125 a month with weekly pickup. So I need to know which way you want to go.
No deposit on one, but more expensive.
Quite a bit more
Quite a
expensive.
bit. I say make a motion to go with Dwayne's.
Danes.
Or Dane's, excuse me.
Where's Dane's located?
Mexico.
Mexico.
They have the city trash pickup,
Yeah.
so they're here all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's probably why the price is so much cheaper.
I'll second that. Unless Ralph, what do you think?
What do you think, Ralph?
That's fine.
We just need it all in favor.
All in favor?
Aye.
The next thing, Spectrum, I've been on the phone with them several times trying to get this set up. I've been working with City Hall. They've sent papers in. We're not a business. We aren't a residence. We are their enterprise group. So it's been kind of a challenge getting that taken care of. Currently, we do have phone service, and we still have internet service. We do not have a fax line at all. So apparently we don't need it. Aaron said he's getting his reports from the internet. They're emailing it to him.
Okay.
So we should be good on that. But I am still working on the phone and internet. I received a call from Reliable, or an email from Reliable. They had been doing the pest control here. They do it on a quarterly basis. It's $90.75 a quarter. Do we want to continue that?
I think we need to look into Big River, because I switched and Big River actually is cheaper than Reliable.
How much cheaper?
I saved about $60 a year on mine, and Big River does it every 8 weeks instead of
We do it every 12.
Every 12. So you get an actual one more service a year out of Big River. But that's it. I mean, I'm neither here nor there. Just that's a suggestion that might save us a little money.
Yeah. As far as like internet, I mean, shouldn't we have access to the fiber? Or we?
We have the stuff here. It's just it's in the city's name. So I've been working with Alex, and he's been working with them to try to get all this straightened out. They are not easy to communicate with.
Okay.
Our internet is terrible up here right now.
Is it?
Yeah. Like we can't hardly do it.
Yeah, we're in Monroe County. That's right.
Yeah.
I meant to call you earlier today too.
I'll check and see what other options we have.
Well, hell, they just.
Sheridan
Valley won't come across the tracks.
They got the
haven't
tracks.
come
That's why you
across
can't
the
have
tracks,
Sheridan
so
Valley.
They can't get the fiber.
You got to get a permit to go into the tracks, and it's a real
Didn't they
pain.
just
Well,
drill?
they're under the tracks over on Oak, but it's going to be a couple more years probably.
Yeah.
Didn't they just drill everything from the old? I don't know where it's at, but the old phone building.
That's on the north side of the tracks too.
Yeah,
North side of the tracks.
Mhm.
It's like an act of Congress to go into the railroad tracks.
It is. It is.
It's over by Roby's.
I thought, well, Tate Wilson
Yeah.
told me he drilled all that, and it was supposed to go to City Hall, cop shop, the schools,
They do. That's all on the north.
Yeah, that's all on the
Yeah,
north
it's
side
all
of the
on the north
tracks.
side of the tracks, but I thought, I would have thought that EMS and fire would have been included in that.
Ambulance is on the fiber.
Yeah, but they're on the north side of town.
The tracks.
We are literally on the wrong side of the tracks.
Crock of
Yep.
shit.
So,
Sorry.
Yeah, it's all because of them tracks.
I signed up.
Okay.
Very hard dealing with
I'll
this.
check and see what kind of
Railroad.
other options we have
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah,
It doesn't
If
look
we
like
can get
Spectrum's in
them
a real
to
hurry.
if we can get them to drill that fiber over on this side of the track just for here, that'd be
Just go over
Yeah,
here.
good luck.
I'm gonna put you in charge of talking to
Yeah, I'll let you
Burlington
take care of
Northern.
that, Donnie.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's
Well, I'll
fine.
let you
Because
deal
I
with
plan on
Burlington
calling
Northern.
them for the salient anyway. They got a long line to drill.
We can just dig between the tracks.
Yeah. I know a guy with a boring machine.
Yeah,
So,
throw a piece of pipe underneath.
with Reliable, do you want me to just check with Big River, or do you guys want to vote to go with Reliable, or what do you want to do?
I'll make him. Do I need to make a motion?
What do you want to do?
Make a
We'd have to
motion
make a
to check with Big River.
Yeah.
Okay.
See on their prices. I mean, do y'all have much mice problem?
Over there in the old part,
Yeah.
we do a little bit. Like,
Is
Yeah,
it
because
something-
I can
see-
tell it in my office now.
Is
Yeah.
it something you all can just buy a couple bait stations? I mean,
we got bait stations out there. I don't know if they
is it something you all can stay on top of?
Something I
we
learned,
try.
I
We got
learned-
rid of a lot of food and stuff over there to.
Yeah.
you gotta stop and I don't know why we found this out, but the generator we put in at work, you gotta stop them on the outside first.
Yeah. Just like saying, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's winter time's coming. They're gonna
Yeah.
find a place to get.
yeah, they're
in.
gonna find a place to get in.
I
So
mean,
why would just
I don't even know where they're coming in at.
So we
Like,
don't really need to take an action on it, really, because, I mean, if we're not gonna go with Reliable, then I'm just gonna check around. I can just check prices.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
check-
gonna say he'd
yeah.
like to.
I'll make a
get
motion to
price
check
on it.
prices.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just,
Or do we even need
trying to
make
save
a
some
motion?
money.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Check prices, and
And
then
I mean, that's,
I'll send you a link of some bait stations that we use at the site unit, and you can get them at the JC's too.
and,
So
to me, it was
just
just,
put
I got
5 or
tired
6
of every
bricks
other
on
week, it
one
was somebody
thing.
different coming in the
Mhm.
house.
it
So
just,
that
I'll
was
just
another reason.
take 'em
I
outside
kinda like
and
one,
good to go.
knowing who my guy is.
Well, we could do that.
Yeah,
Wanna
and
put
you just go
bait
get the
stations
bait
outside.
from Roby's.
Yeah.
5-gallon bucket, or from the elevator, one of the two.
I guess that would pretty much be all of the old.
What is
business.
this, received a bill from Roberts? Why would we?
Are we moving to my report? Or are we still in old
Oh,
business?
I was, well, cause I was following
Secretary's
Spectrum and
Yeah.
Reliable right down this report.
That was on the old, I was kind of the, yeah, I didn't know how we were gonna do it. But those were from prior, so those were old
Alright.
things, so.
Okay. Alright, sorry,
No, you're fine.
I was just kinda following.
I know, that's why I was trying to read it and see if there's anything old here. Guess that's it for old business.
Alright. Secretary's update, I guess we kinda went through most of it, unless you got
Well,
anything
we've got a
else.
lot. I need to approve minutes.
Okay.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sets of minutes.
When you read the secretary's report?
Mhm.
Oh, there.
It's on the back of the first page.
This is all the stuff we went over, and
Mm-hmm.
I say we make a motion to approve all the minutes.
So what did we figure out from learning opportunities? It's 108 a month.
We,
We held up on that. I canceled it, so
Okay.
we let them
yeah,
know.
Gotcha. Alright.
we were gonna get back to them in, what, a year or something? We talked about.
The payroll,
Mhm.
is that quarterly or monthly?
Quarterly.
Quarterly?
Quarterly.
Okay.
Quarterly.
When are they gonna start that quarterly? Will that start January 1?
Be December 31st, that's when you get your check, so October 1 is when it started quarterly, to my knowledge,
Okay,
so.
that's what I didn't know.
Yeah. I mean, is that the way you guys interpreted that?
That was the way I interpreted
Okay,
it.
that's what I thought.
When we took over, we had voted to go quarterly, and then so October, November, December, you'll receive it at the end of December, and then again in March will be your next one.
I mean, I know there's only two of you here, but is that okay, or?
Yeah, I've been getting questions on it, and I wasn't sure what we decided. If
Yeah, we're
it's,
fine.
Yeah.
So everybody else is good with it?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, we asked every one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just,
Some of them liked it, some of them didn't, but the majority, you know.
I'll go ahead and second his motion to
Except the old minutes.
Yeah.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Uh,
Okay, we did receive a bill from Roberts for $3,462. These are bills from prior to October 31st, so I took the liberty of sending them on over to the city.
What was that for? Just out of curiosity. Did they work on the truck or something?
Yeah,
One of the trucks?
3 of them.
3 of them?
But that's when the city owned the truck.
That
Right,
is
correct.
correct,
I
yes.
just wondered what they did.
so we had one, we had a battery issue and that failed the load test. That was a 2003 Spartan Rescue 1. That was done September 9th. August 23rd, they did one. That was a Rescue 1. Air leaks, air pump not keeping up. Put some parts on it in labor. And then August 22nd, this was the Kodiak Tinker 9. Air leaks, air pumps. They fixed the air leaks and the 110 volt pump wasn't building pressure, so it looks like they fixed those things. I don't think we got word that they were gonna transfer this to us until mid-September, so these were all prior to that even, so.
Okay.
Who'd y'all
So
used
I
to
have
go
sent
to
those
before
to
Roberts?
them.
We go to John's a little bit, but mostly we take it to Roberts and then London.
Well, now they got that place right out of town.
Sure.
Yeah.
Makes
What
it a
did
lot
what did
easier.
the city say when they
do-
noticed their bill?
They do good
I sent it
job.
to the city
Yeah.
clerk and I said, hey, these
They're
all
pretty-
occurred
pretty quick on
before
it, too.
October 1st, so I'm
Yeah.
sending them to you all. So, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already got, they got on the statements two
I farm right
periods
next
past
to
due.
them, so
So they had these bills prior to, they didn't take them, I guess, I don't
Yeah.
know. So anyway,
I'm glad they're there.
Yeah, that's on them.
so anyway, she knows, she's got them.
Okay. We just got the invoices
It's
where
a
we
lot
can
better
start
than
tracking the maintenance
Taking
on the
the truck
truck.
to New London,
Exactly.
dropping it off.
Okay,
Right,
that's what I just
which
wanna
is
make sure.
beneficial, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We received a letter from somebody to extend vehicle service, and I don't know what this is for, or why we received it,
The old command vehicle maybe?
I don't know,
Extended vehicle service plan?
yeah.
Who
It's
sent
a
that?
2024 Vehicle Notification Department.
Don't say what make or model or anything.
No, it did, I saw nothing on it that really contributed to anything. It's kind of what it sounds, but I don't know what it's for.
I think they're just trying to get our business.
Sounds like they're fishing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. I'm reading it.
I'd say unless they send another.
So no action to be taken.
No.
Yeah, I'd say unless
Okay.
they send something else.
This is the gas
You gotta
notice
worry
that we
about
got from the city. I'm assuming you guys got one, but I'll give that to Brandon.
Dude.
We did receive the ISO rating information. I will email that to you guys. I did email it to McRoy last night, I think.
I've been getting a lot of phone calls about that.
I do.
Insurance wanting to know what their ISO ratings are.
Okay.
You know, I went to, just out of curiosity, I went to my own insurance lady here and discussed that with her.
Mhm.
And I was surprised that anywhere from 35 to 42%.
It's based on that. Yeah.
That, if you don't have that ISO rating,
Mhm.
that's what it would, how much more it would be. That's how much it
Yeah.
deducts. And I said, you gotta be, I didn't think it was near that high,
I told you.
but it sure the hell is.
Now our rating is at a 6.
6.
And
What-
the
So we're
lower-
gonna try to get back to that Ford.
What I was told, the first insurance company I had come to me, I called around trying to figure out what it was, couldn't figure it out what it was, and Rich advised me that it's a 6 within 5 miles of Monroe City. Anything extending past 5 miles of Monroe City is an automatic 10, is what I've been,
Even though we have a substation.
that's what I've been telling everybody. I'm not positive on that, but that's.
Because this one says 6/6X is what this says.
Okay.
That would be
I'll email
something
it to you.
Okay.
you might check with Gary too, cause I know back in the day when we got it down to a 4, it was a pretty big deal working on it. I'm sure he'll have a lot of knowledge on.
Is 6 good
No.
or?
6 is
No,
not
it
good.
used to be a
So
4.
the lower the number, the
The
better.
lower the
Yeah.
number,
When I left
Okay,
the city,
so
it
it's
was
like
a
golf.
5.
Okay.
We're,
When I left, it was a 5.
so,
I'm
yeah.
gonna try my best to get that back down.
So, what do we need to do?
It says on there. I mean, there's
Yeah,
there's
there's
things of what you need to do. You
all
can do a
kinds
plan.
of things.
It's like trainings and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not
Pump
just,
or-
it's not equipment.
Not necessarily.
Some
it's your
of
water
it's equipment, there's how much
Maybe
water
an EMT
flows.
should help.
Okay.
flow.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff that goes into it, but
Alright.
we were a 4, several years ago. Then it kind of started creeping up. We hit a 5, and then now it's at a 6. But it does directly affect
Yeah.
everybody's insurance.
Training helps.
So I'm just I guess I don't even know if I want to really say it off the record or whatever, but
Doesn't matter. You're on video.
yeah, it doesn't matter. If we would start a medical response unit, or
Yeah.
I know we need more.
EMTs,
We would
I
need
mean-
more. We would need more manpower.
There's a lot
Obviously.
of stuff you gotta go through.
Yeah,
including
but
medical
if we would
director.
offer that, would that lower our
You're gonna have to
ISO?
pay a medical director to oversee this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
not just,
Mm-mm.
here, go first
Yeah.
respond.
We were
Yeah.
a 4 without
Yeah,
that.
but I'm,
before.
so I mean that would take
Yeah.
basically a ambulance vehicle, and but
I don't know if we'd want.
it would lower
I think we'd
our
be getting-
ISO, right? If my thinking's right,
But
could.
Maybe.
then you've got other stuff that would lower it as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so if you were a 4 before without medical,
Yeah.
That's not something I was looking
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we
You're gonna
were a
have to
4
pay
before.
a medical-
We were a
Then
4
we need-
before.
We need a bus and.
I know.
Yeah.
I know Hannibal's is a 2,
Yeah.
Wow,
so
but they're full-time.
but they're a full-time
Yeah.
paid department. Lots of equipment, lots of training. And different
Yeah.
things. So, I mean, I would say if we could get back to a 4, that would be a really big accomplishment for this department again.
Oh yeah. What's the gas notice?
How does the gas notice all the citizens in Monroe
Just-
got? So you probably got it too. So the gas sniffer.
It's probably at your house.
You know, in case you smell gas, you do this, you
okay.
do that.
It's that type of gas.
More of that
okay.
stuff your
Not,
wife
not
didn't give you.
fuel. It's more okay.
No.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay, and I will give you the ISO rating information. It's on email, so I'll send that to you. The, yes, most one, I was gonna turn that over to Brandon.
Before we get to that, I'm backing up here. Did we ever get everything situated with BP where our
Yeah.
fuel? Okay.
Yeah, they've been turning receipts into me and everything.
Okay.
He should
I just
probably give me a
wondered.
ticket, a bill sometime this week or next. I don't have it for tonight.
There was one time where they was working on their pumps and we had to go to.
Yeah, I've got one
Right.
ticket from Campbell's. Somebody said there was there were
Yeah,
two, but
there
I've only
is.
got one.
Alright,
So
see if I can find that.
it'll show up. I'm sure I'm guessing he'll send us a bill.
You should.
Okay.
I assume.
I would assume when he gets around to it.
If not, just contact Debbie.
So you're gonna go with most of them?
Yep.
Alright. So I know when we went to tour Ecom, we was talking about going most one and everything and try to figure out what it would cost. So I called A&W and told them I needed 20 portables, 8 mobiles, and repeater. I told him I need everything it's going to take for us to go Mosman. And he gave me a quote, or he gave me this quote here. And I'm not real knowledgeable on all this, but I'm going off what he's saying and everything. And he said that he gave us some cheaper radios so we can save money and whatnot, because he knew it was going to be outrageous. But right there's the $163,277 is what it's going to cost
To upgrade.
to upgrade with labor. That's the radios, labor, repeater, licensing, everything.
Right.
What is the benefit of the most one? I mean, what does that do?
So you can, with most one, you could be in northern Missouri and I could be in southern Missouri, and when I key the radio up and talk on it, it's going to sound like this right here.
Right, like
Plain as day.
No, last night
Yeah,
he was
it's
saying.
like they were
So it's
talking
full
about.
communication then?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Instead of right now,
You can't
We
communicate
have-
with Hamlet, so.
yeah. And we can be on portables and do it.
Mhm.
Right now with this, if I get outside of Monroe City, I cannot talk to dispatch
Right.
on this right here.
Really?
Well, highway patrol uses it as well. So
Yep.
So how do you talk?
I gotta go to a truck to
Smoke.
talk to them.
You gotta get something that's got an amplifier.
Smoke signal.
Yeah.
Tin can.
Yeah.
But we don't
Like
like.
today, we had a call out here at Cadence Hill,
Yeah.
and I tried reaching county on my portable, couldn't reach them. I decided to go down to Rescue 1, tell county that Wrecker was on scene.
Yeah.
So it's just, and with most one, that we was using it out there on that big fire we had last week, and
Well, not that,
guys talking.
I don't know how, speaking for the other guys here, but are you using your personal vehicle to respond right now?
Sometimes I am.
I mean,
If I got,
I wouldn't be opposed to putting a radio in your truck. I know
Yeah.
back in the day, the old fire chief Mike had a radio in his personal truck. That way,
Yeah.
I mean, you've got something that you can communicate
Yeah.
with if you're in your personal vehicle.
I'm so right now I drive a diesel, and I don't want to be using that during the wintertime.
Mhm.
Right.
Running everything. So I'm looking at buying a different vehicle
Right.
for that.
Mhm.
And depending on the calls and stuff, I'm either coming here or I'm going with my
Right.
vehicle if I got the kids or something also.
Right.
So
On these quotes, let's talk off the cuff. We want to do just half of them for like 80 grand or something like that. That would still be viable. These quotes would still be viable.
yeah,
Yeah.
I believe
Probably
so.
hard to do
I mean, we
that.
don't have to bite the whole bullet at one time as well.
No.
I'm saying if we
Well,
don't
like I
have
said,
one-
can we do it in
It's gonna be hard to
stages?
do half and half though,
Yeah.
because only half your trucks will be most wind ready and the other half will not. So you're gonna be trying to talk on two different types of radios,
Yeah.
and it's not really possible. It's not feasible.
And this quote's good for 30 days.
Okay.
That quote, so.
With the ambulance, we would always, anytime we went to St. Louis, we would switch over to most wind, and it literally sounds like somebody is sitting next to you. It's
And-
crystal clear.
Well, you might check with them too if it's something that can be financed through them, or
Yeah. And there's
where we do it and make payments on it over time, or
there's several grants out there. So the Missouri Department of Conservation, Chris Sevitz, he came to work the other day and talked to me about Missouri Department of Conservation, the place down there in Lebanon,
Yeah.
where you can go get trucks and
Mhm.
all this equipment right here. He said that they have a grant out that is 50-50.
Mhm.
So we spend 20,000, they give us 10,000 back.
Right.
I mean, there's several grants out there, from what I'm gathering, for radio upgrades.
Right.
So hopefully we can
This,
get this information together and be able to fill out some grant paperwork and get some grant money to help
Right.
pay for these.
I was
as
been
well.
pecking on the computer, and the State Farm, I think it is, across
State
from.
Farm has a hell of a one.
they've got a $500,000 grant program, as well as, what else is there? Some other government.
MFA's got a,
Some-
MFA has a grant.
What we need,
I know y'all
and
know.
I'm still looking at, is a grant writer. Now, I understand that these grant writers don't come cheap, but I'm not for certain on that. I'm just talking off the cuff here, what
You
little
can pay
info.
to have a grant writer.
Yeah, yeah.
Did
And they're
Lakely
available
say
online.
she was gonna try and be a grant writer?
We were gonna
She's
send her,
interested in it.
get her into some classes, but I mean, getting started maybe,
Well, what,
like you said, it wouldn't be a bad guess. I'd have to look into
I
it.
think I know a couple of, off the cuff again, grant writers, and I'm gonna keep checking with these people. And, yeah, I was astounded at the insurance company. And FEMA also has a big grant program. So with the board's permission, I'm just gonna keep hunting and pecking and
Yeah.
try to find a grant writer. And I think I've got my finger on one or two. And I'll report back next go round.
Joe,
Because the sooner we get on this, the better off we're gonna be.
The application deadline is the thing that's gonna hold you up on some of them. Like
Yeah.
firehouse subs, you can't apply for that one until January.
Right.
But you gotta have a complete list of all your inventory. You gotta have all your financials. There's gonna be a checklist. that you
Everything's
have
gotta
to
be in
have
line, right,
in order to even apply for the grant.
right.
So when you say portables, you're talking like,
these.
okay, and then
And then-
mobiles are.
That brings up a
in
good
the
question. Where
trucks.
are we on the inventories?
Okay.
We're getting it,
Good.
but there's a
Yeah.
lot.
I mean, we're all talking and we're just all swimming in deep water here right now, but everything seems to be going fine. And we know what we need, and we're starting to hunt and peck and get things in order. We probably won't be really pushing that button until after the first of the year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Route, what did we learn at Monroe County? That they didn't have repeaters, they just went off the cell towers. They were
Right.
using,
Yeah.
they're using digital.
Monroe County?
Yeah, Monroe, yeah.
But Joe said he could talk to the guy over there in Lake of
In
the
the
Ozarks
Boot
like
Heel,
he's
yeah.
talking right here.
Yeah,
That's most one right there.
Yeah.
okay. So
That's
you're
just
going,
the
so you're
sheriff's
wanting to go
network.
digital.
Yeah, they've got a good program there, just like
So there
we
won't
visit
be
over
any
there,
need
only it's
for
more compact.
repeaters, Really, right?
Well, it's still, most ones still use repeater, don't they?
Yeah.
And then you got towers
Yeah.
also.
They have their
around.
own towers. And,
Okay,
and when they're, like Hannibal did one, and when they had a dead spot, they threw a tower up.
okay. And then so will we have to pay a subscription to use those
You have to pay a
towers?
licensing fee,
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just a one-time
I
payment.
believe.
I believe, yeah.
The
Okay.
license.
Sometimes your licenses are annual and you have to update them every year too.
So
Okay.
you'd have to check in there to see what they.
FCC licensing application and coordinates fees. Vehicle repeater frequencies are $850 on page 2 there.
Does it say yearly or?
It doesn't say.
Yeah, FCC lights down at the bottom.
Eventually,
So this
it's what everybody's gonna do.
estimate's good for 30 days?
And some of the, and I don't know, we're not 100% certain, but we think that maybe engine and rescue are most one capable already, just needs the trunking in them, which would be a little cheaper because we ain't got to pay for a radio for them
Yeah.
as well. Some of these newer radios might be most one capable, so we might be able to save a little bit of money. But,
Yeah,
I just don't know enough about
yeah.
radios to really say a whole lot, but he seemed very knowledgeable and willing to work with. So
He said we got 30 days from,
Quote expires November 30th. It's on
And
the quote.
I told him, I said, I'm not guaranteeing we're gonna do anything quick
Yeah.
or anything. We're just talking about it. Just kind of want to get an idea on what it will
That has nothing to do with the quote.
cost us.
That part doesn't. That's a Brandon's bill. that
And I
was
can tell you Motorola would be very more expensive.
Yeah, these are all Kenwoods.
They are.
Motorola would be more expensive.
Motorola would be.
And I talked to
Same to me,
Gary Crane at the Palmar, and he said that they have some Motorola's and they're not very impressed with them for the price difference.
We're talking all this money and everything. When the first of the year rolls around, when does this entity starts receiving money?
We should be getting some around January, if not possibly December. I think the bills will go out late October.
Well,
Bills usually go out in December,
Bills
November,
are already
December.
Late
Some-
November.
They are out,
Some
okay.
people are very
So-
their
do we have any idea,
I haven't got mine
I
yet.
mean,
but-
if we
monitor
would,
what we were receiving
Yeah.
quarterly?
I'd say, they're
I
coming
don't.
out.
I mean, they're looking, around 300,000 is kind of 350, 370 is what they were kind of looking at for the year.
For the year?
Yeah, most of that will be in the first quarter.
Most of it will come in the first quarter?
Most of them pay their taxes in that first quarter, so they don't get penalized.
Uh-huh.
So,
as far as my calculations, if we would approve this tonight, we would be left in our balance with $96,419.26.
Yeah, that's.
and you got about
with the-
20,000 in
with the money-
expenses for tonight too.
With the money we have in the bank right now. Yeah. And that would take care of the whole enchilada.
And you probably won't have to pay it before the first of the year.
Yeah.
So we'll have more coming in.
Yeah. Well, want to get into the 21st century or don't you? That's the question.
I would kind of like to.
How much work we have to do the trucks in order to get them ready for this though?
Like you said, rescue one and a couple of trucks might be already wired
Yeah.
up for it.
Okay.
It's just gonna be a matter of mounting them in there and going. But I mean, I'm not trying to push this on y'all right now.
Oh, no,
I
no.
just
Yeah.
I just got a quote together. We were talking about it.
I mean, this is the only meeting we got this month, isn't it?
I mean,
Yeah.
God willing.
I don't.
So I mean, we kind of gotta
Sorry.
either approve it or not, or else it's gonna go up probably.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not gonna, nothing's going down, you know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to.
No, you're not
I don't
pushing.
want to put us in a situation that.
I mean, I think Brandon got it for informational
Yeah.
purposes
Yeah,
to
That's
begin
all
with.
I got
Yeah,
it for was for
yeah.
information.
We're spending money
Um,
on stuff that we need. We need to get it in the
Is there-
21st century.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any way they could come up and see how, and
Yeah.
check out our trucks and what we have
Yeah.
now and see if,
You just have to get the model number to hold the dot, they can look the specs up. So
okay.
And how
I know
long does
the
it take to
portables are
get
not.
this stuff? I mean, you know what a lead time is?
No, he didn't give me any kind of lead time.
Because I was just thinking about was the lead time, and then by the time we get them installed, it very well could be January before we get a bill.
But
Big boy,
I
So
mean,
big boy.
I don't.
What's our, let's hold that for a second. Let's look at what our budget is right at the moment. We'll
Alright.
jump to that.
table
Right there.
this. I'll make a motion.
There's
Table it
no
for-
motion
We can't
needed.
even
table
We
it,
were just
can we?
reviewing it.
Yeah,
We're
we're
just
just
reviewing.
checking
We'll,
it
we'll
out.
come back to
Alright.
that.
Wait a second.
I thought I knew Robert's rules.
I think you know what you're doing. Let's not, don't be scared to spend money. That's what we're, either save money or spend money.
I just wanna see what the budget is,
Yeah.
what we have before we go.
Well, there it is, right
What
there,
do we need to pay
260
for right
something.
now?
Alright.
Or yeah, let's
So,
just move on, and we'll come back.
right now, our balance is $259,696.77.
And what do we have going out right to date?
Right now, I've got $13,493.68 going out today. Or tonight, if you approve these bills.
So that's gonna drop.
And this, if we said okay to this contract, he's not gonna come in here and it's done tomorrow and look, write up a check for 100.
No.
No.
I mean, if we approve,
If we
I mean,
approve
if we
this,
approve the
I would like.
will he take
No.
payments in 2 or 3 different segments?
if we approve the
Probably would.
radios and we approve our
He'll take
payable
whatever you
bills,
give him.
we're left with 62,000.
If it can
or
what?
$82,925.58.
Yeah, doesn't
I think you need to keep also take into consideration, we're gonna have quarterly payroll December 31st. And taxes. So that's also
would-
gonna hit.
I would feel more comfortable. I'm game for this, but I would feel a lot more comfortable if we tried to get some grants to help pay for some of this and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to do this right now. We can,
Right.
next year we can.
We still give
But we can put it in our budget for the January 1 budget.
Absolutely.
So
Okay.
I'll key onto this and we'll put it as part of the CapEx stuff.
I mean, some of this is probably
It's a
going
good
to go
idea.
up, but I don't think it's going to.
I don't think it's
It's
gonna
not gonna be
go
like
up
30% or
astronomical where,
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah,
I just don't
you know,
want to
I
put
just
us in
hate to
a-
run our budget down to where we.
Exactly. That's where I'm at.
That's where I'm at, like,
Yeah.
you know,
I
say
don't want,
Not
tomorrow
my
he goes
money.
out here and
yeah.
all the
let's-
tires blow in
Yeah.
one of these trucks, you know,
Yeah.
and you're $5,000, you know.
It's like for that amount of money, I want one of my own.
I don't
I
want
want a
to.
radio
I want
myself.
a radio so I can hear what y'all doing.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't want to be like
People been calling me.
Exactly.
Well, like I said, let's put it on our wish list for next year,
Yep.
CapEx, but,
Right,
and I'll fill out and pack for a writer, and
right.
it seemed like we, as a unit, we know there's money out there to get, all we gotta do is get somebody to help us to get it.
Yeah.
Right.
And
And I'll do my best to do that.
And a lot of times, as far as the fee for the grant writer, it's included in the grant. So the grant writer can insert an administrative fee
Yeah.
and be, so much.
That'll take
And, you
care
know,
of
I would like this guy from A&W to come up and explain, you know, apples and oranges to me because, you know, I mean, we're, I don't know, I just feel like if I'm gonna be one of them that approves that kind of money, I wanna at least know what we're approving, you know?
Yeah, 'cause I mean,
Cause anybody can tell me, you know, hey, that's the latest, greatest radio, but, you know, what
Yeah.
makes it the
Show
latest
me.
and greatest? Yeah, show me, I
For
am
this
from
kind of
Missouri.
money, this is like I need to call my dad and talk to him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know, I need a little more than on a piece of paper saying, "Hey, this is this."
Yeah.
You know,
I
this is
did-
the
but it does
Cadillac.
sound
I just
great.
brought this so y'all
Yeah,
would
no,
have it.
No,
Very
we're,
good.
we're not knocking you a bit. You know,
It is something that we need to do. We need to get.
I don't want to
We
put
need to
ourselves
update.
in a
We need to be
pinch.
able to communicate, and I know y'all have been having problems with the repeater, right? Because
But
when I first got on the board, there was, I think we went through like 2 repeaters, and they went to shit.
well, we was having problems with the repeater, but we replaced 2 years ago, I think,
Yeah, probably.
right around
Yeah.
2 years ago,
Yeah,
and that was a good chunk of change right there.
Not cheap, yeah.
yeah.
So who maintains the repeater out at like today? You know, we lost power. Did you all have to go out and actually start a generator
Yeah,
out there? Or?
generator.
We didn't today, but last Wednesday night when that windstorm came through,
Mm.
we did have to go start it then
Okay.
because it didn't automatically kick on.
Okay.
Is this at the substation?
That happens.
Out here at the
No.
water tower.
Oh, at the water tower.
water
Oh,
tower.
for the repeater. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We were leaving that fire scene out there around midnight when that storm came in, and I tried contacting the county and couldn't contact them. I called them. I was like, "Hey, are you getting traffic?" No. I was like, "Our repeater must be down in." And
Right.
we got Jamie Allen out there. And an air-cooled motor was throwing a low coolant code. So how does that work?
Well,
Jesus.
I can just tell you,
Do we have a generator?
there's a lot of generators
Yes.
where I
This
work. too,
generator
that-
here, we're having problems with also. It's probably the 3rd or 4th time that the powers went out and it's not kicked on automatically.
Right.
I don't know what that is. Today it did it.
Who you got? Look, it ran just fine today.
No,
Oh,
we had to manually, because it tries 3 times,
mm-hmm.
and after the 3rd time it just
What's
quits.
out? Yeah.
So you gotta open the hood, go in there manually, start it, and it took off this morning.
Who you got looking at that or checking that out?
It would be, I don't know who it is around here. Generac
Generac
is
is
what
all
it
talker.
is. All talker.
Yep.
In Hannibal.
Yes, sir.
So I need to have them contact them and see if they can figure out
Hold on to your wallet.
what it is.
Yeah.
It's not what I want to hear, Todd.
I'm
not-
sorry, but that's who does
Do you
it.
know who installed that by chance?
The
It's-
repeater out there?
No,
The
This generator back here? I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
Which that was probably the city he
Yeah.
went through on that
Mhm.
because it's
There's a city building.
Yep, I
So-
forgot about that.
I've got somebody that's looking for a radio grant right now, and they said that they will help me get that. So as soon as we find one, we get the checklist, we'll figure out what we need and try to get it rolling. If there's a radio grant out there.
Sounds good.
And in preparation for that, I'm going to reach out to a couple people to see if they can do our audits, because we need to have our financials audited, and you'll need that for the grants.
I will do.
So I'll try to bring something back for the next meeting on that. So are we at the treasurer's report then?
I think so. And as far as, I mean, if we can get, do we want the guy from A&W to come and check our stuff out? And is that what you're wanting, Todd?
Yeah, I'd like him to check it out and then, you know,
See-
maybe see if
get
you get a
Dialed down.
dialed in
price.
number
Yeah.
closer, and then
Not dialed
see if
down.
he would mind meeting with the board, so maybe at one of our meetings.
I can see
Okay.
if he can be here the next
Yeah,
board
next
meeting.
meeting, that'd be good.
Yeah,
That'll give him. a
Oh, we
month.
can kinda talk to him too and see,
yeah.
you know, I mean, if he's okay with that.
I can give him a call and see.
Okay.
Now, do you want him to have that looked at and everything prepared for us before this next meeting?
That
That
would
would
be
be,
better.
yeah, Gary would like that.
So Brandon, you'll call him then and
Yeah.
see if he can get in here and then come
And
to the
Ralph
next
would
meeting
like
with
that
all of
too.
his
What's that?
information.
Yep.
To have the guy from A&W have the numbers dialed in on the prices.
I doubt he'll have anything dialed in for us. But he could give us you know,
That's a good idea where we're
alleviate
at.
our anxiety over the money.
Yeah,
That's what we're looking for.
yeah,
We know we're gonna spend a lot of money, we just wanna understand what the hell we're doing.
Yeah.
yeah.
I wasn't expecting this much, but I wasn't calculating in a lot of that stuff.
And we
I
don't
was
have to do it
expecting-
all
Yeah.
at one bite, you know.
Yeah.
I was expecting closer to
Like, yeah,
70,000.
just like what me and you were
Yeah.
talking about last night.
I don't know the prices of stuff.
Something we need to get clarified also is if we do go to this, are we gonna be responsible for changing the programming at the dispatch center?
As far as cost wise,
Are we gonna have to pay for
We'd
this
probably be
program at
catching up to
dispatch,
them.
or is dispatch gonna be
Yeah.
responsible for that?
I don't
I
think we'd
think-
have to
I
change
think-
anything, we'd probably be catching up to them.
From what,
Well, they'll have to program our,
yeah,
pretty
talk
cool.
group in,
yeah.
it's a talk group when it goes.
The way I understood it, we would basically be catching up to them, and they would program in with us, and that would be included in our dispatching fee, I think.
That's the way I understood it.
Just
Yeah.
so that'd be December 3rd.
And when was he supposed to come back, Joe, with some, or that other gentleman with
Well,
some?
both of them, they're supposed to be back, but we haven't heard anything out of them.
Yeah.
So
Joe?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
With
supposed to
some
get some,
figures.
I thought we were supposed to get some
a
figures,
proposed contract.
proposed contracts from him.
No,
No, we didn't
they gave
ask
us a
that.
courtesy meeting here, and then we,
I tried to ask that, and I didn't get that point made.
yeah,
Okay.
we can always, I can always stop by and
Yeah.
deliver that message to them.
I would do that,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Just
all
ask
right.
them, you know, if they're getting any closer to proposed.
Yeah,
So I guess we'll move along to the treasurer's report.
Okay, we have, 259, 696, 77 in the account. That balances out with the bank statement for the check, with the checks that have not cleared yet, so everything's fine there. You have a bills payable on the back page. ADT, I'm going to call them about this bill, so if you do approve it, I do wanna hold on to it until I talk to them, because they were out there, they did work on that thing, which is fine, but they billed us for a 6-month service fee, which we've been paying monthly, so I wanna get that lined out. Then Banner Fire, Brandon, those were helmets, right?
Yep.
Okay, then I have 4 employee reimbursements, for things that these guys have bought. I think Brandon's given you each a copy of the bill for the batteries. Those were the ones that he ordered for the SCBA's. And then Cam picked up some stuff. Whately picked up some stuff, and Matt Latafosky. That one is a question to me. It says replace personal items and masks that were broken during a brush fire. Are you aware of that?
So, they broke the strap on Gator 1, the winch cable
Mm-hmm.
on it, It was a nylon cable. It broke. And then they went to use his 2-inch tow strap, and it broke also. They was trying to pull a tree over that was on fire out there on that fire.
So it is legit to
Yep.
pay these? Okay.
They're both out here in the bay.
Okay. Then on Hometown Auto, one was the headlights that we had approved for Robert to pick up, and the other one was the gas cap for a float and pump. These are my October services. I do not have my hourly breakdown. I apologize. But it's just a $500 flat fee, but I will include it with next month's, the hourly breakdown, so you've got that. The MFA is propane. It's $381.80, which is the heat for the substation. We have election costs for Monroe County. We have election costs for Rawls County. Philip Cheek did some work on the humidifier at the substation. This is our P.O. box, and the next one's our P.O. box rent for uptown here at the post office. Our electric bill, and then Tri-County Tire, which was some pre-mixed fuel that we got for blowers. I don't have the water bill yet, so when I get that, I'll take care of it. I guess if you're okay with all those things, I will get those issued. I do want to check on the ADT though before I pay it to make sure that that's correct.
Good Lord, what's running out at the substation?
What's
Well-
the heat set out there?
I don't know. I mean, because when we were out there, it wasn't, you know, and I don't know
Yeah,
how come the
cold.
lights are on. Well, yeah, because we opened the doors.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
still cold.
Go check that thermostat.
No, I was just thinking utilities. I'm thinking $166. I mean, that's more than my house for a month. What the heck's running out
Well,
there?
it's also an open building. I don't know how much insulation it has in it.
That might
It's
be
been,
one
it's
thing to
varying
look
from
into.
164, 178, 187. You know, I mean, we
We
didn't
got-
pay a utility bill there for several months because they had overpaid it uptown.
Right.
So there were several months we didn't even have a bill. The first bill
Okay.
we had to pay was in July for $6.
Okay,
So,
I'm
you
just
know,
wondering.
yeah,
got
I know. I'm just
fan-
looking at
I
the
know there's the fans run.
the humidifier
There's
runs.
light, humidifier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, I'm just asking.
That's
It just
Yeah.
seemed like.
Yeah, but I think that's around. I mean, by looking at the history here, it looks
As far as
kind of normal.
propane, that's a lot of propane.
They fill the tank, so they fill it up.
They filled it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Does that propane tank have one of those digital regular things on it where it tells it'll text or email MFA saying it'd be like a little
There's a little black box in it.
tan or
Where it notifies them when you're getting low.
yeah.
I'm not real sure. I haven't noticed anything on it, but
Okay.
I'm not positive on that.
We could always ask Matt, he would know.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
the
I know
backup
that's one of the
generator out
service.
there runs off of that as well, I
Propane.
believe.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe. And I think it does a monthly or a run also.
Monthly check.
Yeah, it probably doesn't.
Okay. And somebody, when you say month, somebody actually going out there and checking that, or is it doing it itself?
It does it itself.
Okay.
And then Clark checks on it when he goes in there.
Okay.
Make sure. So they got a green light. They got a light on them on the side of them. If it's green, it's good. If it's yellow, there's something wrong. And
Okay.
this one out here, you pop the top on it, it tells you what it is or a code or something like that.
Okay.
Red is bad.
Yep.
I guess I'd make a motion to accept bills payable.
Hold a second, please.
Sorry.
I'm trying to get something in here in my mind. Marion County trial, is it election expenses, $21.49?
Mm-hmm. You have Marion, Monroe, Rawls, and Shelby. Marion has already been paid. Monroe and Rawls are on this one. Shelby I should have next week. I reached out to her
And then
today.
how does that pertain to
Who
the
ran?
April-August election?
Monroe County did not bill us for April.
Oh.
They sent me a bill for like 20 grand, and I said this is not right.
Okay.
And so she went back and she refigured. So anyway, this time I got it for both of them. So we
Okay.
never paid the April one for Monroe
Send it back
County.
again, maybe she can
Alright.
sharpen the pencil a little more.
That's what I was kind of confused there a second.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're paying for 2 elections.
2 elections for Monroe County. The rest of them were for
Okay.
the August.
And that was Who was running there?
That was the election when,
Tax levy.
Todd
Oh, the
got in.
tax.
April would have been when Todd got in. August was the tax.
Gotcha. All right.
Right.
I'm following now. Cause yeah, me and Ralph were talking about it all the way back last night, and I don't remember when I ran last. So.
Okay.
We need a motion to approve.
I'll
this
make a
payable.
motion to approve it, except for the ADT, which they're gonna check on.
Well, I mean, can you approve it, and then if it's under this, which it should be under this, I can go ahead and write it, otherwise you're gonna look at another month
I'd
before
say,
I can.
Yeah, I'd say approve as is.
And then I will follow up.
I'll
and
make a
keep you
motion to
posted,
approve
okay?
as is
Okay,
payable bills.
Second. Go ahead.
Never did.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
while we're on this, as far as employee reimbursements, and I'm getting, and I know this is just habit, so I'm getting these little tickets about this big that say, you know, like on Max, which is fine. But is there any way, would you guys have an objection if I made a form out for these employee reimbursements? That way they can tape it on there, they can, and that way you've signed off on it, and I know you're okay with it.
We do have a reimbursement
Form,
tablet in there from this, I think, city maybe.
okay.
Um,
It's not purchase order form, Pat, is it?
It might be. I
Yeah,
might have
that
to
is a
look at it.
purchase order.
It's purchase order, okay, that's a
Yeah.
different ballgame. So,
Yeah.
so I'll make up some forms for employee reimbursements.
Okay.
So that way, that's kind of a total
Yeah.
different thing.
That way you can sign off on it and we know.
Right,
We have
so
a
they give it
copy.
to, yeah. So they can give it to you, and then you can approve it and sign off on it, and then you stick it in my drawer, and I know it's good to go, and you've seen it, so.
Yeah. I'd say, yeah, if we have a copier here,
we
make
do.
an original, put it in, or laminate it, or whatever, and then just make copies of that.
Yeah, I was just gonna make them, 50 copies, and they've got everything, if they need more, there we go. And I can tape them to the, I can
Cause I
tape
just
them to
know
the
once you
front.
make, cause, yeah, you make copies of copies of copies
Mhm.
of copies, it just starts fading out over the years.
And I don't think you really go through much. I mean, I don't think you have that many,
No.
There
on
shouldn't be
this,
that
so,
many.
mm-mm,
I mean, as we get things switched over, there shouldn't be that many employee
No.
no.
reimbursements.
It just, that,
And I need
So
to
that
approve the
winch
treasurer's
cable-
report.
that winch
Which would be
cable
this.
was,
So we approved.
So is his
we approved
thing
those, and we need to approve the
89.67?
treasurer's report.
for the cable and the recovery snatch.
Oh, for both of
Yeah.
them, that's what it was.
Mhm.
So the winch cable, we priced it
Completely
through,
broke,
yeah,
the whole thing.
Yep.
All
snapped the
like-
hook off of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We priced it through, it's a Warren winch, I believe.
Yeah,
Priced
yeah.
it through them, it's $160 through them. Harbor Freight's got them for
You
like
broke the hook or just broke the cable?
well, it's a nylon cable.
Yeah.
Instead of being a cable, it's nylon, like rope,
Yeah.
and it broke it.
So you can just put like a metal crimper from like Roby's up there, like you would like a metal cable, you know?
Well,
what I'm
I don't know
saying?
where the hook is to it either.
Oh, the hook's
It went
gone.
flying, I got a
Yeah.
feeling.
Okay.
All I have out here is the rope part.
Okay. We're
So-
good. All right. Yeah. Now let's add.
I wasn't there. I was out in the field.
Yeah,
They had to
yeah.
go take care of this
Yeah.
tree. So.
No problem. Yeah. No, I understand.
But-
All right. Well, I'll make a motion to approve the treasurer's report.
So we did that.
We did the bills payable.
Yeah.
Treasurer's report is
Kinda
Sorry,
staged here.
sorry.
You're fine.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Motion carries. New business. And bid on. We kind of did that already.
I don't know if it goes under new business or other or what.
Yeah, we can move on to other.
I'm not sure what this falls under. We got a bay door out here, number 5. So they went to shut it the other night and something fell underneath of it, didn't know it, and it messed up one of the springs up there. So there's like this much a gap on one side.
So we need to get a hold of what, Quincy overhead door? Or
Yeah, Hannibal overhead door.
Door,
or
one of them.
something. I think Hannibal overhead.
Whoever
used
did
it.
that, did your door?
I think
Yeah.
so. But need to get hold of them.
Yeah.
I figured before winter hits.
Yeah, we need to get that
absolutely.
fixed.
So,
Yeah, that's, I don't even, do we even need a motion for that? We need something to get fixed.
I mean,
Are we giving him, here's the other thing too, we probably need to decide, what his free spending limit is. You know, so that way he can get it fixed without having to come and touch
Yeah,
everything.
didn't
So if
we-
he's got
I thought we
$1,000
did that.
I
limit,
thought we
then,
were talked about 1,000.
okay, I know we talked, but I don't think we ever, did we ever?
We didn't approve, I don't think
Okay.
we ever approved anything, we just
I knew
talked
we
kinda.
talked about it.
Yeah. I thought we did,
I'll,
but I
I'll
guess
make a
maybe-
motion to say we give him $1,000 spending limit without having to come to the board.
Yeah, any emergency repairs like that, yeah,
Yeah.
take care of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll
And-
second
And just
that.
throw the bill on the table and just say, you pay for it, we ain't doing it.
All in favor of $1,000?
Yeah.
Okay, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. As far as that, I'd say go ahead. Me personally, I would say go ahead, give him a call, get him over here,
Get it done.
get it done.
If it goes over the 1,000, then
Give us a shout and we'll
Give
go
a
from there.
shout.
I don't think it would.
I mean, I would even,
think
I would
so.
almost go as far as to say is if it goes over the 1,000, just
get it fixed.
Gotta
get
shut the
it,
door.
just get it fixed.
You gotta get the door fixed.
I don't even know if I can make a motion on that. Just get it fixed.
Let them get it fixed.
Yeah. Whatever it takes to get it fixed.
I don't think it'll be.
I don't think it tore up anything. I think the
Just
spring
just needs to be retightened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just slipped on it or something.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
So we really don't even make a motion on that, do we? All right. Any
So,
thing
an
else?
open session, just some,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep hunting and pecking about this here, grant writer, and I guess you are also, so we both get our heads together the next meeting and see where we're at. Okay?
Yeah.
Challenging something.
Yeah, and like I say, it's probably nothing we can do until after the first year, but it's good to
Yeah.
have our ducks in a row and discuss.
And if
Who you
Lake,
got? What
If
do
we're
I
gonna
got?
push for most one, I'd like to see part of it get paid by the grant too.
yeah,
Right.
What do you
Not
say?
all
I'm
of it.
sorry.
if we
Like-
want to push for the radios,
Yeah, oh,
try and get
absolutely.
it, try and get it paid. That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
Try and get the grant to pay
Yeah.
for most of it. Yeah.
Right.
And hell, maybe they have a grant.
I don't know.
That's what they're checking.
Do we know if,
Hayes Brothers might.
I mean, can we stack
I'm not
grants?
Hayes Brothers.
2 Mile Fork.
I'm
we
not 2
stack
Mile
grants?
Fork either.
I don't know what y'all are anymore.
I'm Hayes Kessenbrook.
Because,
Oh, okay.
because this grant will pay, say, 10,000, this grant might pay 20,000, this grant may pay 15,000.
Right.
So he'll have to bill it,
Individual.
Separately.
Those implements, yeah.
but absolutely, we can divide the grants up.
If Lakely's interested in doing grant writing,
I'm gonna find
let
out.
us know.
I did a few through the district.
If she
And
wants
I've
to
done
go,
several up,
if
you
she
know,
wants to go to
towns.
some classes, let us know. Or
And I know Marshall did a lot of them back in the
Marshall's
day.
not on here, I did quite a
Sure,
few
call
up
Sam
uptown.
Marshall.
City Hall.
Send
Joe
me a
is,
class.
I'm sure she
I
was.
think Joe's
I
pretty
wrote one
sharp
for
on
Mike.
Yes.
grant writing.
Historical
He got
Society
most
and
of his
different
paid through
Joe.
grants. Colston.
Oh,
Sure.
sure. Yeah.
He
I think he
offered
got-
even help.
I think he got
Yeah.
most of his paid through grants and
Okay.
stuff, so he's offered to help too. So
Colston, that's his name. That's his
Yeah.
last name.
Colston.
It's on the ballot
I
today.
did that as soon as I got home last night. All right,
You got anything else, Chief?
anything else? Speak now. for
Computer for Aaron, but I don't know if it's the computer or if it's the internet. It's slow. We tried getting on it the other night. It locked up.
Do you wanna use mine?
Yeah, I think it's slow around here all the time.
If it
I mean,
worked.
honestly,
Do you need
mine's
a guy to
brand
look
new.
at it?
We got it when I came in here. You guys are more than welcome to move it into your realm or whatever, as long as I can get access to it some to print stuff out.
If that's
I mean, I have no problem with that, because I do most all of my stuff at home on mine, and then I print one page out, and then I come in here and copy. I can go on to the emails and print off the emails here that I need, you know, that's kind of what I do here. So,
if that's
I'm,
all right,
Yep.
then
I mean, it'd save
That'd be
money
good.
from having to get another, and there's no
Yep.
need to have one over there that I use very seldom,
yeah.
and you guys are gonna be using it quite a bit. That's a very.
Because
good
he's
tool.
got like 16 reports to do, 18
And this
now,
is,
but-
literally, it's the monitor, the computer is this little thing that sits on the back of it. That's it. I mean, it's kind of
I
crazy.
don't know if it's that or if it's the internet, but
Yeah.
something is
You need somebody to look at it. There's a guy right back there that can look at it. I bet.
good.
Look at it and see.
Yeah.
I bet he
See what
runs
it
cheap,
is. Because I
right?
had him come
Couple
up here.
bucks.
I had him come up. He came up here tonight. I was gonna have him do new sheets for us, sign-in sheets, and he said it's updating. I can't get into it. The other night he
Mhm.
rebooted it 3 times and it
Yeah,
just
he-
locked up.
There's no reason for him to not use mine.
You got a circle of death on it. That's a blue screen
We
with a
can-
circle
I
of
don't
death.
know. Do you want to leave it in your room or you want?
If we can leave it in mine, he can use it. The only thing I've got in there is what's in the file cabinet. I've got a key to that, I can lock it.
Okay.
And I'm fine with that, if you guys are
Yeah.
fine with that. If you
And-
guys are fine with that, I'm sorry.
I'm
yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, thinking.
I mean,
They ain't gonna go snooping.
no, just
How old is
me
that
and
one?
him. I'm not certain.
Is it
Not
like
sure.
the big?
It's
No,
got
it
the-
ain't the deep. It's a flat screen.
Yeah, but
But
it's
does it
got a
have the
big
big
tower,
tower
doesn't it?
next to it where you can put a CD in it?
I don't know,
I don't know.
if it does or not, for sure.
I brought it in on 2-wheel dolly.
Spent a whole lot of time in there,
Yeah, no doubt.
but
Takes a floppy.
Yeah.
Hey,
man.
I was there for the floppy disk.
So, what is our next thing? Next month?
December
I hope?
3rd.
Yeah, but was he there for the true floppy disk?
I know.
I remember the big
More than
damn
48
one.
hours.
5 1/4.
Yeah, 5 1/4, and it was truly a floppy
So our
disk.
next meeting will be December 3rd at 6:00 p.m.
Good.
I will say, I think everything went good at the fire thing we had at the substation.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
very nice and casual, and
Yeah,
I have your pan.
All
Get
right,
the pan, it's in the car.
all right.
Something we
Okay.
probably need to be looking at eventually down the road, like January maybe, fireworks.
Yeah.
So we did it all through the city.
And we usually order them in February, so we get a big discount usually. When I was at the city, that's what we did.
I know Gary, was it you he was speaking to?
Yeah.
It kind of, I don't know what all was said, because I wasn't privy to all of it. I just know it was kind of brought up with Brandon maybe.
I asked him about it
Okay.
last meeting,
Okay.
and he told me that the agreement was we provide the manpower, the equipment, and everything. The city, I haven't talked to the mayor yet. I've been up here a couple of times, talked to him, but he's been at lunch or meetings or something. And he told me that the city is supposed to provide the fireworks.
We need to figure out about shooting them though.
he told you, what
Since
did he
we're
say?
not city anymore, are we
The
gonna
city's
allowed
supposed to
shoot
be
them without
paying
license?
for
The
the
fireworks.
fireworks,
Yeah.
since we have all the equipment, the manpower and everything.
And you're talking about paying for you all to man it.
Well, so the city does not have to be licensed to shoot them, to fire. But since we're not city anymore, I don't
need
know.
to get you all.
Didn't you
licensed.
I thought you guys went through some sort of pyrotechnic training or something.
Rich did.
A couple of them did.
so-
Rich was the only one that had a license.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, so I talked to Jeff and Aaron. Them two have been up there so from my understanding, those two went up there a few years ago to that class in St. Joe. You have to go up there 1 year for the training. You have to get like 3 shoots
Mhm.
under you, and then you can go back and get your license. From my understanding of all of it.
I believe
So-
that's right.
I've talked to Jeff. He's willing to go back up this year, which is in March, I believe it is.
Yeah, they said that they'll schedule it around January, is when they're gonna schedule it, but it's usually March or May.
And get his license.
So he's already been the one, so he can do
Yeah.
the second one. Has he gotten 3 shoots under his belt?
Yep.
Sweet.
So hopefully he can get his license. Aaron, I need to talk to him. He should be able to also.
He's been
Yeah.
through that class too, then? Okay,
Him and Aaron went 1 year.
perfect.
We do have a couple other guys that would like to go get the,
The
That's
first
my next
initial
question.
part,
Yeah.
yeah.
And if
I don't
they'll
know if
count
you
the
wanna call
shoots
it
out
permit
here,
or something.
Some of us will have our 3 shoots from out here too.
Right.
Mm,
mhm.
Yeah. So
Cool.
I'm trying to get all that worked out too.
Right.
But insurance wise,
I'm still waiting on information on insurance.
Well, for the fireworks.
Right,
I'm
and I'm-
assuming we would have
We'll have to do
forfeit
that.
that up. but,
Yeah, yeah.
um, Hopefully the city will buy them again, keep buying them. I mean, it's for the city, so,
Yeah,
Wait and see.
yeah, it's like
And I'm still waiting on all the paperwork. I haven't seen, any deeds come over to transfer the property to us yet, or any titles. So, and it's, we can't really pursue much more on the insurance until we own the property and the equipment and the trucks. So,
They have a deadline for that?
that was in the contract, October 15th. Contract wasn't signed till like the 28th or 9th or something.
Anything else? Okay, I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
All
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
right, good meeting.